till now, we were taking a look at different market forms. Okay. We saw a market wherein I have multiple firms and there is fierce competition. The goods are homogeneous, that is, they are non-differentiated. And each and every firm in the industry is so small that they are price takers. So that was the case of perfect competition market form, wherein each and every firm take price as given and accordingly they operate. So here in this case, P was equal to MC, marginal cost. Okay. The second market form, which we just considered, was the case of a monopoly, wherein I have a single seller and they have complete control over the prices. Okay. And we saw different cases of price discrimination as well in the case of monopolist. The last but not the least, the most realistic market that can be seen in the world is that of oligopoly. Oligopoly is a market form wherein I have few firms in the industry. There are significant barriers to entry. That is, even if firms see that there are profits to be had, it's not very easy to get into the industry. There are significant technological barriers or human capital barriers that are available in oligopoly. It can also be a very capital intensive industry, and hence not all firms can get into it as freely as perfect competition. Okay, so there are few firms and there is some control over price. Mind it, there is some control over price, not complete control, but some control. So perfect competition, I have no control over the price. Monopoly, I have total control over the price. Oligopoly, I only have some control over the price. There are a few firms and there is competition. Okay. This oligopoly market form is often also called imperfect competition. It's not perfect competition, it's imperfect competition. Okay. There are a few more industries which come under imperfect competition. One very popular industry or market form is that of monopolistic competition, which we will be considering in the later classes. Okay. So imperfect competition, most common are two market forms. One is monopolistic competition, wherein price is equal to average cost and the profit is equal to 0. And the other is that of oligopoly, wherein I have a few firms in the industry and there is competition or rivalry between them. Okay. Yes, Ramdev, exactly. So would any of you want to give me examples for oligopoly? That will be good. A few of you are already putting in the chat box. You cannot resist and you're putting in the chat box. What are a few examples of oligopoly? Telecom, toothpaste industry, okay, airlines, soft drinks, okay, medicine, automobile. So most of the industries that we think about will fall under the category of oligopoly. Sanitary ware, right? Okay. So all of these are very, whatever you think, they are normally oligopolies, whichever industry that you can think of. Yeah, correct. It is the most realistic industry amongst all the industries. Like perfect competition is hardly seen in the real life. Monopoly is basically government companies, more or less government companies. Okay. Oligopoly is the most common. Yeah. So these are a few examples of oligopoly. Right. Should I list it down? Okay, let me list it down. What are the different kinds of oligopolies that are possible? So, telecom industry, airline industry, someone said sanitary ware. Okay, very interesting. So, whatever industry that you can ultimately think about will all be in oligopoly. Petroleum, yes. Okay. Most of the industries that I can think of will all fall under the purview of oligopoly. Right. Now, oligopoly itself is a market form which is characterized by few firms. Under oligopoly, there can again be two subdivisions. Okay. The two subdivisions are as follows. One is cooperative oligopoly. That is, the few firms are cooperating with each other. Okay. This is the case where I have a cartel, or all the firms in the oligopoly, they collude and they work as a single firm. Okay. So it is the case where there is no rivalry and all the firms together behave as one large monopolist. Okay. Yes, Debolina, that is correct. E-commerce can also be an example of oligopoly. Other case is non-cooperative. Non-cooperative is also often called as rivalry. There is rivalry between firms. Okay. Under the rivalry concept, there are two kinds of rivalry that are possible between oligopoly. Two kinds of rivalry possible. One is the quantity rivalry, and the other is the price rivalry. Quantity rivalry can again be of two kinds. One where there is no leader, there is no follower. Okay. No firm is a large firm, no firm is a small firm. Okay. So quantity rivalry will encapsulate a case where all the firms are equal. That is the Cournot case. Okay. As postulated by the economist Cournot, named after him. Cournot. Quantity rivalry, where one firm is a large firm and the other is a smaller firm, was first postulated by Stackelberg, and it's named after him, the Stackelberg model. Okay. So these are the two different quantity rivalries that can exist. Price rivalry, again, two price rivalries can exist. First one is where I have no firm is larger than the other. So that is the case of Bertrand model. So an apple to apple comparison of price rivalry with all firms being equal is a Bertrand competition. Under the quantity, the same thing is the Cournot model, where all the firms are equal. Okay. And the other one is the